A big plant sale happening this Saturday. You won't just find ordinary plants. This sale is for carnivorous and exotic plants. Kenny Coogan is the expert, and you've brought a table full of really cool plants. I want you to tell me about some of them.
Yes, thank you for having us again. Over here we have different types of pitcher plants. We have the native pitcher plants, which are native to North America. Those want full sun, hot and humid, just like Emily was mentioning, so they love the summer. And they actually go a little bit dormant in the winter. They're mostly eating ants and wasps, but you're gonna need full sun. So you're gonna need about 8 hours of sun, like where you're gonna grow a tomato or a pepper. That's where they're gonna thrive. And then behind them, we have some smaller tropical pitcher plants, which have these cute little golf ball sized pitchers on them. They also eat ants and wasps, but they want shade, or you could even have them indoors in a very sunny window.
They look to have like a little flap over the top of that tube. Is that how they catch what they're trying to do?
Yeah, that's their operculum, which is their little trap door, but they do not open or close. So once the new leaf emerges, they stay open, which means they can actually eat quite a bit more than the famous Venus flytrap, because once they snap shut, they stay closed for 4 to 10 days. So that means they can't eat during that time. And during those 4 to 10 days, they suck out all the juices of their insects. Then after they digest, they'll open up, and then what's left is the exoskeleton. And what we're really excited about this weekend is what's next to them, which are the butterworts.
They have the greatest names.
Their names are butterworts because if you touch them, which I do not recommend you do, they feel buttery, greasy, slimy, and that is how they catch their bugs, which are fruit flies and fungus gnats. So even non-carnivorous plant people love butterworts, or their nicknames are pings or pinguicula, because if you have quote normal house plants, or if you have your bananas and you're noticing those little bugs coming up, this is a great way to manage them.
Do you keep them inside?
Yeah, these Mexican butterworts they prefer the indoors.
Near light or darkness?
They need a very strong source of light, so a very sunny window or grow lights. A lot of people have modified IKEA table or tents or cabinets, and these can live right alongside your other house plants.
But they would eat the fruit flies that come in.
They're pretty. They got colors to them. They have these red leaves, purple leaves. They have lots of different colors, flowers, and they're pretty and functional.
And these are more pitcher plants, just different sizes?
Yeah, so some of them, like the ones on the front, they only get a couple of inches, but the ones behind them, they can get 2 to 3 feet high. So that's why we say they're better for outside, because a grow light isn't gonna meet their needs, because they're gonna outgrow that height pretty quickly.
Some of these, are they endangered? Because I know habitats have really been struggling. So are these plants struggling in the wild?
Yeah, there's about 850 to 1,000 species of carnivorous plants from all over the world except for Antarctica, and carnivorous plants are disproportionately more endangered and more threatened because they need really pristine habitats. And we are a certified state nursery, as well as Lois from One More Houseplant. So we're buddying up for this Saturday's plant sale. And actually, in a couple of weeks, I'm getting my yearly inspection by the USDA, so I can stay certified.
Well, that is fantastic. And so why would you encourage people to put some kind of these carnivorous plants in their landscaping or in their home?
I would say the biggest thing is because they're beautiful.
Yes.
So a lot of people want to use them as a pest control, and we always warn people that first you have to keep the plants alive.
Yes.
And then they'll eat a lot of things. These pitcher plants, the taller ones, they'll be filled with June bugs and love bugs and little beetles by the end of the season. But even we personally have literally 5,000, 7,000 plants in stock all the time. So our 1 acre backyard is filled with carnivorous plants, and we still have bugs.
You still have bugs.
So don't get them for the pest control. Get them because they're pretty, and then it's just like a little added benefit.
And because they're just really cool to talk about and show off. Well, the Carnivorous and Exotic Plant Sale is coming up this Saturday. It's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Stocking Grain Assembly Food Hall. That's on North Elm Street in High Point. Admission is free, and you can get more information at kennycoogan.com. That's kennycoogan.com. Check this out. Thank you for being here and bringing all the great plants.
Thank you so much.
Those plants are just so cool.